Welcome to clickmyproject.com. Now we discuss about the product and area based image fusion scheme for the integration of SAR and optical satellite imagery. Now we discuss the abstract for the process. The task of enhancing the perception of a scheme by combining information captured from different image sensors is usually known as multi-sensor image fusion. This paper presents an image fusion algorithm to merge SAR, that is synthetic aperture radar, and optical images. The co-recognition of the two images is first conducted using the proposed registration method prior to image fusion. Segmentation into active and inactive areas is then performed on the SAR texture image for selective injection of the SAR image into the panoramic, that is PAN image. An integrated image based on these two images is generated by the novel area based fusion scheme, which imposes different fusion rules for each segmented area. Finally, this image is fused into a multispectral image through the hybrid pan-sharpening method proposed in various research. Hybrid pan-sharpening method proposed in previous research. Experimental results demonstrate that the proposed method shows better performance than other fusion algorithms and has the potential to be applied to the multi-sensor fusion of SAR and optical images. Now we discuss about the flow diagram for the process. At first, the input image 1 is taken from the dataset. Similar to that, the input image is also taken from the dataset folder. These two images taken from the dataset are become an high resolution. If the image become an high resolution, then goes to the process of resize. The resize is used to resize the image into an optimum size. If the resolution of the image is high, means the resize step will convert the resolution of the image into an optimum size. After resizing the image into an optimum size, the image is undergoing for the process of pre-processing. The pre-processing is nothing but the removing the noise from the image. The removing noise is nothing but the smoothening the image. The removing noise using the filtering method. The filtering method, we use the Gaussian filter to remove the noise from the image. After removing the noise from the image, the pre-processed image is, that is, the noise removed image is comes out from the process of pre-processing. Then segmentation is carried out. The segmentation is carried basically for the segmenting two main regions. One thing is active region and another thing is inactive region. This active region and the inactive region are plotted as a graph format. If the active region means it should be neglected or it should not be considered. If the region is inactive, means we have to integrate the inactive regions. This method is known as the pan sharpening. Due to the integration of the inactive region, the loss of the data is achieved by the integration. After the integration, the feature is extracted from the image. Here we use the GLCM for the feature extraction. GLCM is nothing but gray level co-occurrence matrix. After the feature extraction, based on the feature, we have to integrate the regions and the fusion is undertaken. After the fusion, the single image comes out from the fusion method. The fused image consists of the information. There is no loss of information in the image. Hence, the output image consists of accurate information. Thank you. Now we discuss the initial running procedure for the process. At first, select the main.m file and right click in that file, then select the third option, Run. Now the initial GUI window was opened. In that you can see the several buttons. These buttons are known as the push buttons, and this one is represented as an edit box. Then these two displays are represented as an axis. Then this table is represented as an UI table. Now click the button 1. Now you can see the dataset folder. Select the dataset folder and select the first image from the dataset. After selecting the image from the dataset, the selected image was shown in the axis 1 with the title Original Image, and click the button 2. After clicking the button, as same as select the second image from the dataset. After selecting the second image from the dataset, the selected image is shown in the axis 2 with the title Original Image. Now click the button Pre-processing. After clicking the button, the pre-processed image is shown in the axis 1 and the axis 2 with the title Filtered Image and the filtered image. In this filtering, we use the Gaussian filter method for the filtering process. Then click the button Fusion. Now the initial fusion is occurred. Initial fusion is nothing but the image, two images converted into as a matrix, and then adding the matrix equally. The initial fusion is only for the reference. Then click the button Threshold. After clicking the button Threshold, the image is converted into a grayscale form, and the threshold value is calculated from the grayscale image. Now the threshold value is 0.49. After calculating the threshold value, calculate the edge. Now click the button Edge Detection. After clicking the button Edge Detection, the edge detected from the image is shown in the axis 1 with the title Edge Detection. Here we use the canny edge detection for the edge detection process. After detecting the edge from the image, the contour is segmented using the segmentation process. Now click the button Contour. After clicking the button Contour, the contour segmentation is occurred so that the contour is drawn on the image. The red color indicates the boundary of the contour. Now click the binary segment. After clicking the button binary segment, the binary image is shown in the axis 1 with the title Binary Conversion. Now click the button GLCM. After clicking the button GLCM, the feature extracted using the GLCM. These are the feature extracted from the GLCM algorithm by the GLCM. Now click the button Active Regions. Now the another GUI window was opened. In that you can see the one axis and the Active Regions button. Now click the button Active Regions. The active regions are plotted as an square. The square plotting represents the active regions in the image. Now click the button Inactive Region. Unclick the button Inactive Region. The blue square represents the inactive region present in the image. Now click the button Fuse Image. After clicking the button Fuse Image, the fused image is shown in the axis 1 with the title Fused Image. Now click the button Histogram. Now the one new GUI window was opened. Now click the button Histogram of the input and the output. The first two represent the histogram of the input and the histogram of fused image and the histogram of output. The histogram of fused is nothing but the initial fusing. The histogram of output is the output occurred by the pan shortening fusion. Then click the button Graph. After clicking the button Graph, the new GUI window was opened. In that you can see the one axis and the graph button. Click the button Graph. Now the graph was shown. the mutual information and the number of sample is shown. Number of samples is nothing but the number of iterations we taken. Thank you.